Right, what we're going to do now is just to have a look at how I got to this point. Well, I'd already drawn that arc, remembering that I'd found that center, drawn that little construction line arc in. I've just darkened in that section. I need to find this line coming across here. Now that's quite easy. You can look at it and you can say, well, there's my 38 coming to the center, and then I come across here and I go, oh dear, what is that distance over there? Well, do I have that? They haven't given it to me in any of these views. How do I find that distance? They've given me a length of 38 over here, and obviously 38 from the top. Do I have an auxiliary view? Yes, I do. Can I measure 38 off onto this over here? So I measure down 38, draw a line across, and I've now got that little distance that I can now add onto there in order to complete that length of line. Right, once I've got that, it goes back the 30. There's the 30 going back, goes back the 30. Got a line going across, you can see that line, and at that point I've got another circle that I need to draw in over here. It's going to have, it needs to have a construction done around it. I'm just going to draw in a green little construction circle, square for that circle. As I said before, I've got that circle that I drew with a radius of 38 at least, because it's a 38 millimeter radius. The center lines for that circle cut through at that point, and I can now draw in that wherever it's cutting the center lines, wherever that circle cuts the center lines, I can draw lines going down from it. There's the other center line cutting the circle, drawing a line coming across over there. There you go, you can see that little isometric square going around it. I've got this complete over here. There's my isometric square. Just finished off. Right, what do I need in order to draw that little arc that needs to come in over here? Well, I need to find a center somewhere in over here. What I like to do is I've got a very, very accurately drawn isometric square because of the construction method that I've used. I draw a line going straight the way across there, and I draw a line going from the corner of that square going to the center of that line. There it is. As it cuts over there, that's the center that I need. I can now take my pair of compasses, place it at that point over there, extend it to the center over there, arc it round, and you should find that it arcs up perfectly to that point over there, and I can draw that arc in over there. Right, I need another little arc further back on this thing. How do I find that? Well, I'm going to take that center and I'm going to draw a construction line coming back from that center over there. I can then take the distance that they say, which is 30 millimeters. Well, I've actually got that already over there. You can see where the intersection is. I'm going to take that down to that center over there, mark off that 30 millimeters over there. There's the center for the little arc that I need. Take my same radius that I just used for this, come over here, draw in just a light construction of it first, just a light construction. Get the tangent to it by using your set square. There's the tangent going between that point and that point, and I've just got to finish this arc off over here using that pair of compasses. I can take a line coming up over there. Sorry, let's just take that straight across. Sorry, from that center line coming across, then I know where the arc needs to finish, and I can then take my pair of compasses and finish that arc off very beautifully on this thing over here. There it is, arcing that in, and it still fits into my fish tank quite nicely. Once I've got those arcs in place, well, I can then continue and I can join things up with little lines that are going to come down. Little line coming from that center to that point over there. It's coming down at that 60 degrees. I need another line also going at that 60 degrees. Obviously this is not 60 degrees because it's an isometric drawing. Note how I'm taking this ruler over here, placing it up against the set square. I'm going to slide that same line across and draw in that line at 60 degrees. So I've got those two lines coming down, and we can now finish this drawing off, knowing where to go from there. Right, I'm going to stop that video at that point and hopefully carry on